Hello everyone. Well, it's Friday afternoon. I think we're supposed to have some good weather this weekend, so I'm going to do my best to get everything in this garage or the enclosed area, try to get it finished under what's going to be under my slab. Plumber came back up today and got her drain lines put back in place, got everything secured. He put the air on it, so we've been holding at 5 pounds for about the last 3 hours, so we're good to go there. The county signed off on it, so we're ready to cover that back up. This weekend I'm hoping to get everything done. So we got our panel box put on the wall. I'm going to run 1.25 inch conduit from here. We're going to bring it down and I'm going to take it under the slab and put a sub panel over here. That way I can feed all my outlets and everything from this side. That way I'm not pulling wire over a 14-foot ceiling back to the panel. So that's got to go in. Dust line for our woodworking equipment I'm going to put in right here. And hopefully after this weekend I'll have everything under the ground that I want in here. And we can button the edges up and get this thing ready for concrete. So stick around. Plenty of work to do. All right, let's dig a ditch. Well, it's about time to sow some grass. I thought I'd get a jump on it and order some of this stuff. I ordered 50 rolls of this erosion mat. Back in the fall when I was sowing some grass around my driveway, I tried to get some of this and it was kind of scarce to get any of it. So I went ahead and ordered 2 pallets of it. I bought it from a local co-op and he said everybody and their brother was up there trying to buy it. But anyway, luckily I got it. So one thing I am curious about is how many bales of straw it'll take to cover the same amount of square footage. So I'm gonna do a little comparison when I get the grass sowed. We'll roll one of these out. These will cover an 8 by 100 space. I'm gonna see how many bales of straw it takes to cover the same square footage, and then we'll look at the price difference. The way I've looked at it in my experience in the past with straw is you put it down and then the wind blows it off, and then you have to go back and buy more and put it back down again. So it may turn out that this is cheaper, but I'll do a little comparison here in the coming weeks and we'll see what the cost difference is. But it's time to go get to work. Glad to get that picked up, and at least we got some. Okay, we got our conduit tied into our panel. We got it running over, feeding this little sub panel. Now, I didn't have a fitting here to tie this pipe in, so I didn't glue this one in. So I'll be able to slide it back out, and then if I have trouble getting it in, I can unscrew this box, lift it up, and slide it back down on it. But we've had such a time with rock up here. I was talking to Jeremiah. He's a licensed plumber and electrician, so he's doing both of them for me. But I told him, I said, Jeremiah, ain't no way we'll drive a ground rod in the ground. So what we've got to do is we got to put 2 8-foot ground rods. So we're going to bury them. I think I've got to be 32 or 36 inches deep. So I've got to have them 6 feet apart. So what I'll have to do is on the other side of the building, you can see I've got that copper wire out there rolled up. So I will go out there and dig 2 36-inch deep trenches, 2 of them 6 feet apart, and then I'll run that ground wire continuously, connect it to one, run it to the other one. So that'll fix us up there. So this white pipe I put in is, I'm just basically giving myself another route to get to the other side of the building. I'm gonna put internet in here and probably put cable. So you can see the orange conduit on the other side of the wall, so the cable box will sit outside this wall, so they'll be able to come straight through, and then we'll be able to feed this wall, in which we'll be able to get up into the little loft up there if we need to. Or if we want to go the other side of the building, then we can go right through that conduit straight over the other side, then we can come up in the wall cavity over there and do whatever we want to do with it. So that just, all I'm trying to do is prevent from having to go up 14 feet all the way across and back down. Just be simpler. So, all right, I'm gonna throw some stone on this, get it packed down, and then I'm gonna move over here, and I've got to lay out my dust system line, which will, as this, go from one side of the building to the other. But I'll get this covered up, and then I'm gonna dig that one across, and that should have everything in here underground that we need. The only other thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run a piece of 3/4 inch conduit down here, and then I'm gonna run over and feed my table saw in the center of the room. That's the reason I wanna make sure that table saw is sitting where I want it, and then I'm gonna run power over there in the floor. That way I won't have a cord coming down from the ceiling or having to step across it. So let's fill a ditch up. the foreman showed up, so I thought while I had Kristen here, I'd promised an announcement that she would make, and then I deleted the video when she made the announcement. But what I wanted her to announce was that I was gonna build her a house up here, and she told me that, she said, no, Travis, let's live in a barn. She said, I'd rather live in a barn. So Mom, make that announcement.
I did not say that.
Come on now.
All I said,
Come on, don't lie.
Hey.
Was we can live in this gorgeous 500 square foot.
Bigger than that.
Okay, 550 square foot garage dominium here while we are building our house. This is not our permanent residence.
I guess I must have misheard you. But anyway, hey, they come up to help me. I have bought some HyperLites on the internet. They've got a pretty cool system. You can turn in your dimensions and they'll sort of run you a lighting plan and tell you what you need. But I've bought 10 of these. We're gonna put 4 in the enclosed area and 6 over here, but we don't have any power yet. But I'm gonna hang one up and run the old Harbor Freight generator and we'll see how one lights this place up, and hopefully we can get this ditch dug tonight. So I'm gonna trust the old wife here to lift me up on the tractor. The old saying, don't try this at home, that's probably, especially with her running the tractor, that's probably true. Well, change of plans. I realized I have too many bills to pay, so I'm gonna let my 10-year-old son lift me up. Mom's gonna be the cameraman.
How do I?
Pay attention to me, not her. Wake me up.
I wanted to see you. How do I switch it?
Keep them going again. Come on. Good, right there. Good.
This is the kind of light I've always dreamed of. Hanging by a drop cord right in the middle of my house. Crank up the generator, baby.
Come on, Bradley, ease me down. Hey, listen. Dump me out. Keep me level from the thing.
Or dump him out.
Alright, ease it down. Hey, keep them going again. Mom, you did an excellent job running the camera.
You
Good
haven't
job.
seen the video yet,
Good
or
job.
heard the narrator's voice in the background.
Oh. All right, good job, dude. All right, let's see if they'll light it up.
Moment of truth.
Turn it off.
Here we go.
Okay, is everybody ready?
So excited, we just can't hardly stand it.
You ready?
Yep.
And nothing.
Woo! That was lighter than I expected.
That'll brighten her up when it gets dark. Well, thanks for coming up and helping me there, crew. Old Brantley went to the Vols game today. Got his shirt signed. He's on cloud 9. Got to meet some of the players. Palin. She had one of her buddies over. But Mom.
But we were at the Tennessee Spirit because we got my face paper kit. We wrote 10 on our cheeks.
Oh yeah, yeah. But Mom, they won't be many in town that'll have a removable wall in their living room / bedroom. Hey, you want to wake up? Yeah, the sun comes up over there versus having, you know, a big bay of windows. You'll have a removable wall. All you'll have to do is go over and hit the garage door opener, and that wall will move up out of your way, and you can watch the sun come up there.
Are you forgetting where I live right now? I have one of these windows.
Hey. Anyway, well, thanks, crew.